Good afternoon, Bronx Arts Middle. It's Mr. Naruski on Thursday, April 2nd. Finishing off the week on a strong note. 3 assignments done, one more to go to even out all four. Let's see who could finish all four of those assignments this week. Today's work was turned in by a lot of us. We finished up our industrial map. We saw how our village transformed into a city. What looked like it happened over a blink of an eye actually took place over 150 years. That time period is called the Industrial Revolution, and it changes the way that we make things. It changes the way that we travel. And with that comes some big inventions that help spur this growth. Um, our assignment tomorrow is posted on Google Classroom. It is the last of the assignments that we will do for the week. For Friday, April 3rd, we are going to get back into the swing of things by doing a little reading and researching along the ways. So directions: select 4 inventions from the Industrial Revolution and complete the chart by answering questions. You're going to use the reading and annotation from Tuesday night to kind of help you. And if you need the internet to research additional information, just use it wisely. Plagiarism will result in a 0. That means copying and pasting information is a no-no. We know how you write. We also know what the internet is used for. So please use your work and the work that we're doing in class. Each of you has an assignment, your own assignment, so you can actually type on this. And then when you're done, in the top right corner, hit that button, turn in a copy for me. Your task is to select any 4 inventions from the Industrial Revolution and complete a chart. The reading from Tuesday is also posted here. You're going to kind of need it to go back and forth. So this link will open up Tuesday's reading. A large percentage of us did Tuesday's reading. You have things highlighted, you have things annotated. You may want to open up your copy of it to kind of help you with some information. But this is Tuesday's reading, those 6 inventions of the Industrial Revolution. You're going to need that again today for your assignment. You're going to be kind of going back and forth between the chart and then between the reading. The reading is going to be that most helpful thing to have in front of you. If you use the internet to research, use it wisely. It's a better idea for you to summarize the information than to copy and paste it, and plagiarism is going to result in a 0. So we talk about inventions. You need to pick any 4 of these inventions that you think you'd like to do a little more information and research on. They could be the spinning jenny, that big water frame that helped move cotton into clothing. The interchangeable parts, all those identical parts that were used for machines. The steamboat, our telegraph, farming tools like the steel plow and mechanical reaper. And then the last one is the cotton gin. You need to pick 4 of them from that list. Stay with this list. I know there's hundreds of inventions that are created during the Industrial Revolution. Let's stick to these because they are significant, but they're also in the time period that we're studying. Don't jump ahead in history too much. So here's what your chart looks like. You are going to fill this in based on the inventions that you'd like to pick. If you'd like to research a little bit more on the spinning jenny, then you could type that in at the top. If you want to do things on the steamboat, then you could type that in. Remember, you need 4 of those inventions to use. If you're picking the cotton gin like me, you are then going to answer these prompts below in your chart. Who invented it? The best place to go to is this reading. So you're going to have to find where the cotton gin begins. And I think it's on the last page, page 6. If you go back to your reading or your notes, you might find someone important that stands out. For who invented it, you're looking for the name of the inventor. And the next prompt asks you what year. When was it invented? In the same passage, probably in the same paragraph, you're going to see the date, the year that it was invented. You don't need the specific date like August 2nd, 2020. You need just the year, and that should be enough. These 2 next points are really, really significant. The first one, what's the purpose of the invention? Like, what does the invention do? If you are explaining this to somebody, give 2 bullet points about what the invention does. A lot of people struggle with the telegraph. Well, do a little research, reread maybe a couple paragraphs. What does each of those inventions do? And for that, you could put 2 bullet points of what the invention does. This is probably by far the most important. This is the one that I'm going to be looking for and giving the most feedback on. It's all about the effect. It's all about how this invention changes. An effect is something that happens after. How does this affect our country? What happens after? How did the invention impact the country? Are there positive effects? Are there negative effects? And this is where you need to really be detailed in explaining. These points should be in an entire sentence, if not more, to really explain to the reader or the person about what's going on. So, what 2 ways did the invention affect the country? Think big time, think long term, think about effects as changes. And the last thing, this photo. Please insert a photo from the early 1800s. You could use a photo of the invention. If you'd like to insert a photo, you could find one by clicking Insert Image and searching the web. If I'm looking for the cotton gin, and remember, I like using the 1800s because you'll see pictures of what the cotton gin might look like around that time period. If you don't find something that you like, you might want to type in the person that invented the cotton gin, maybe his or hers invention. That's the cotton gin. That looks a little more specific. And I would click, drag, and then paste right onto my board itself, right onto my chart. I could change the size of it. You need a picture for each of the 4 inventions that you have. That's the cotton gin. That is actually the cotton gin from the 1800s. This chart is due by 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. And remember, you have to do 4 inventions. So we're going to walk you through one invention tomorrow during the Google Meet. The rest is on your shoulders to complete and turn in. Let's finish the week off on a strong note. And let's see if we get all 4 of those assignments in and ready for the weekend. Have a nice day, guys. And if you have any questions, please join us on Google Meet tomorrow at 9:30. Have a nice day.